You won't believe it. Juliet's heart brimmed with complex emotions, like a scared kitten eager to greet Lily. She mustered up the courage to plant a light kiss on Lily, but her newly returned sister walked in at just the wrong moment. This was a scene straight out of a comedy. The next day, the sheriff asked Juliet to meet at the cafe. She hated the dull office. The sheriff rambled on about his love for the Orinoco River, and Juliet thought about getting him a double espresso just to keep him going. For the hospital job, the sheriff gave a strong recommendation, as eager as selling a house. Meanwhile, Ollie was hosting a quirky art salon on criminal psychology with her students. One male student tried to express his opinion, but nearly sparked a debate championship in class. Ollie lost control of her emotions faster than a roller coaster on a downhill run. She thought a lot of crime psychology works were simply masterpieces of nonsense. She thinks works on criminal psychology are worlds away from reality. The class went dead silent. Every student was frozen in shock, and eventually Ollie composed herself and nervously exited the classroom. This made her realize she had unintentionally let her feelings for her sister spill over onto her students. That weekend, she was invited to a family gathering. Parents and kids had fun. Juliet patiently helped Lily hunt treasures among flowers. At the bonfire that evening, a friend suggested Juliet share some stories, and despite Ollie and Michelle shaking their heads vigorously, the fun just wouldn't die down. Juliet, feeling helpless, opened the floodgates of her talk, and everyone couldn't help but burst into laughter, praising her amusing anecdotes. Only Michelle knew Juliet was dead serious. He came over to the bonfire, serving as a trusted sounding board. As a former prison assistant, he understood inmates like the back of his hand, with insights that could make anyone raise an eyebrow. Subtitles. Juliet received a job offer from the hospital, and her mood lit up just like a joyful Broadway show. When Ollie arrived home, heard piano music, she rushed to see it like finding treasure. Oh, I discovered such a clear sense of beauty. But am entranced by its silence. I have been loving you for a very long time, and I will never ever forget you. This power warmed Juliet's heart, bringing her to tears. While talking to the sheriff, she felt increasingly at ease, as if she were catching up with an old friend. The sheriff asked how Juliet was enjoying her job. She replied that it was okay, but a bit awkward, like trying to dance in a corner. The sheriff revealed he made an important decision to head to the Orinoco River in search of its source, his determination as solid as steel. Juliet felt happy for the sheriff like a little bird, while Ollie revealed a long-kept secret to her sister. Over the years, he had missed Juliet constantly, scribbling her name in notebooks like a love suit. Now, his notebook was stuffed full of this nostalgia. The principal found Juliet and told her to work as a team and not be too lonely, like a mango that needs to be shared. Juliet occasionally met with Michelle for coffee, and they strolled and chatted like two long-lost best friends. She gradually shared funny stories from her prison life, with Michelle playing the listener, laughing uncontrollably. The family bond strengthened, like missing puzzle pieces fitting together. Ollie came back very late, and Juliet waited patiently for her, observing her arrival like a little kitten and deciding to accompany her sister. Juliet went with her sister to see their mother, but she looked at Ollie like she was an alien from outer space. The mother scolded Ollie unexpectedly, turning to notice Juliet, her face a riddle of complexity. But very soon afterwards, she completely forgot about all of this. Nevertheless, the love in her heart for Juliet surged in like a tidal wave, which led Juliet to call Michelle to pour out her heart. Unfortunately, Michelle couldn't meet due to a fire, escalating Juliet's feeling of loneliness like an unexpected plot twist. The mother's words echoed in Juliet's heart, as if saying, "Juliet's heart is my heart." Juliet could only sit alone at the bar, reveling in her solitude like a little boozer. until she opened the door to find everyone waiting for her, ready to surprise her with an unimaginable birthday gift. Juliet was so moved that tears streamed down her face. This moment was like a fairy tale. That night, Juliet and Michel stayed up talking, filled with dramatic and suspenseful tales from her life in prison. The next day, Juliet reported to the police station only to find the sheriff had been replaced, as if the plot took a sudden twist. It felt like she was back in time, just 10 days before. She understood the sheriff's goodbye while walking down the street. Some moments in life are like walking into a maze, with heavy challenges that leave you gasping for air. Ollie's family and friends were all quite friendly towards Juliet, as if they were reading her diary. Juliet gradually returned to normal life. She passed her probation successfully and decided to live on her own, like a little bird taking flight. Ollie finally understood her sister's past, but was shocked to find a photo in Juliet's room. She found a test report under the window, which held a secret from Juliet's days at the medical academy. Ollie hurried secretly to her friend, learned grim test results. Her mood plunged like a roller coaster. During the wait, she accompanied her sister to look at houses, and Juliet was very pleased with the lighting, smiling brightly, and Michel's relationship with her also gradually warmed up, bringing back their playful spirit from childhood. After a long wait, Ollie got the hospital call, with results like a tune she yearned for. Hopefully, her wait over these days is worth it, her heart filled with anticipation like waiting for the curtain to rise at a concert.